As you can see, so just click this one, to create an empty file. But since we'll be doing this project with C, so you can click the file, then this wizard will appear. Then just click C and C++ source. Then of course choose ang C language. Then you can browse now kung asa nimo i-store ang imong code. So let's call this as record factorial. Then let's finish. We have here the file. So as always, we need to include header files based on the functions nga atong gamiton sa atong program. So always, kaning number include is tdio.h. Wait, something wrong. We have tdio.h. Then let's try also to include our preprocessor, which is the stdlive. Then let's create our main function. Where we have we're using x for the example, is equal to 0. So this will be the variable wherein atong i-store ang integer nga i-input sa atong user. As always, since we need to prepare the storage for the input sa atong user. And this time we use printf to inform our user what to do and what this program is all about. So example, we have this program, compute the factorial of the inputted integer number. Then /t. So that so we have here the term pala, the term for this /t are escape sequence. Then let's proceed now. Since we already informed our user, so let's proceed now with scanning the value nga i-input ni user using the keyboard. So for reading, so we need to indicate the format specifier of what type of value ang atong basahon sa atong keyboard. Then we set now kung unsa nga memory location or memory address ang atong sudlan sa atong value nga input ni user. Since we already decided, we have decided nga ibutang nato siya kang variable x, and always remember that x is just a variable name. It's not actually the storage. It's just the name binded sa atong compiler dito sa atong memory address nga gi-assign ni compiler based on ani nga code or line of codes. So therefore, kang memory address nga gi-assign or gi-bind kang x. And so that's it. So nabasa na nato, then na-store na din kang x or sa memory address nga gi-bind kang x ang value nga gi-input ni user. So since we have already the input based on how computer works, so if we have already the input, so if we have all the inputs, we can now proceed with the processing. Since what we want is just to compute the factorial, so there are a lot of ways you can have here. Example, I can declare int fact result, or let's just say res is equal to factorial of x. Okay, but since we have So some of the platform, or what we call this one, what do you call this one, or programming na mga application. So na yung mga cases nga you need to declare, otherwise no mangita siya og prototype sa imong factorial nga imong i-create. So therefore diri sa taas, you have to declare your function factorial, then you have also to indicate kung unsa ang iyang parameter nga receive, example n. So you need to create prototype for the factorial here, then before you can create sa imong factorial. Then you have n. Then, so this is one way, but for a shortcut, actually you can do shortcut for that one, and no need na. Diretso na lang sa atong. So the factorial of %d is %d based on the example given. Then we have x. We can call now factorial function. Factorial of x. So that's for the shortcut. So this time, this value, which is x, will be copied in this variable, which is n. No, since dili man ma-transfer, always remember nga any variable or local variable declared inside a given function, so it's only accessible within an function. But with function calling, you can allow other function to copy the value. So by the time nga nag-call ka, so this is how you're going to give a copy of that value. So you have, so for function calling, you just set the function name wherein gusto nimo nga invoke or imong i-call. Then you just set the variable wherein gusto nimo nga i-copy na siyang value based on the parameter nga giset pod sa katong function nga call, which is si factorial. So this time, as a review, so we have two features we need to consider in creating a recursive nga function. First is we have the base case. So for the base case, so this will be the condition that we will evaluate if we already hit the stopping point, or kung sa kuan pa the last number, or set the condition kung niabot na bata sa pinakadulo or pinakatumoy or pinaka-last nga value na pwede nato nga ma-consider for processing. So since for factorial, ang pinaka-last nga number na pwede nato nga minusan o 1 is only 2, meaning basta ang n nato it's already 1, dili na ta pwede mo call or mag-recursive call, kay that's the last number nga pwede nato nga ma-cater. Otherwise, kung atong i-cater ang next nga number, which is 0, ang product will be equal to 0. So kung i-move na to like 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, i-apilon ba natong si 0, always remember that any number multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. That is why 1 lang gitataman. So therefore, if n is already equal to 1, then dili na ta dapat to proceed sa recursion. But we're going to return a constant value na nga 1. Okay, any number multiplied by 1 is the number. The next, after we have the base case, so let's proceed now to the recursive case, wherein mag-return ta else, okay? Else, we're going to return the value n times Now, since pwede pa man ta maka-proceed with our factorial, kaya wala pa man niabot ang n kang 1, so therefore, mag-call na po ta balik sa atong function, sa iyang kaugalingon. But, we need to, okay, so we need to recompute the value of n. So this time, meaning if mahit ni siya nga part sa atong program, makita nato nga meaning na continuous nga chain karon. Gi-return na niya ang n, pero dili pa niya ni ma-return, it's because dili na siya mo-return og constant nga value. Meaning ma-execute lang ning return not unless this factorial nga call will be resolve, or meaning ma-compute na or mag-return na siya og constant value. So until such time nga ma-hit na, meaning we have already discussed it the last time. So let's check. We cannot check pala. No, if katong we do it like katong gibutang nato nga first recursion, second recursion, third recursion, so on and so forth. No, kay diri naman dito mo hit. Kay dili man nato to siya ma-access good sa memory stack. I don't know if pwede ba to siya ma-accessible like looping, wherein we can display ang katong chain sa value. Meaning katong nag-reach siya 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So dili ang total naman nga result or ang final nga result would be executed. So let's try. So let's try to run this program. If it's really work. Okay, it's compiling. So let me check if, okay, so let me share first the executable file. Okay, so I have here. So let's check for 2. Wait, 2. So the result would be how much? It's 2. Oh my God. So it's not working. Let me end this first. Let me share again our code blocks. Know why it's not working? Okay. I forgot to set return value with our end main. Let's check again. Excuse me. Dili siya COVID. Tulo na nantokan yung sa laway. Okay. Let me share again my executable file. So let's set again value of 2. What? Process return blah blah execute. Oh my God! So why it's not returning correct value? Print the factorial of percent d is not an factorial. Oh. Sorry. It's not percent %s, it's percent %t. Well, let me check if it's okay. Blah, blah, blah. Let's compile. Okay. Wait. Let me share my screen. Again, now for the third time, let's input number 2. Bang! So the factorial of 2 is 2. Okay, so let's run it again. Let's run it again. And let me share my screen. Okay, so let's input the value of 3. So what's the expected result is 6. That's how the way, or it's one way of are you going to evaluate or check if your program is really running correctly. So let's try. So therefore, based on the 2 attempts, so let's try for let's run again our program. Let's wait, let me share my screen first. Okay, so I have here, so let's input value for, sorry. So 4 times 4 is 24. So we have, that's correct, since 2 times 3 is 6, then you multiply it with 4, that's 2, 6, 12, 18, then you have 24. Times 1, that's 24. So therefore, based on this result, we can conclude that the code is properly and correctly running based on the output na gina-expect na to. Whatever na positive integer nga input ni user. Okay, let's try 10. So let's run again our program. Let me share my screen. So let's input value 10, enter. So therefore, the result is it's 3,628,800. So that's it for our recursion topic for today. And so thank you and God bless.